Hello, this circuit is about an industrial alarm system with a valve control, and in the right side of the circuit you can find a servo motor that will be used to simulate an IP transducer valve, and this valve will be controlled by a 4 to 20 milliamp signal in the form of a current sensor, and this sensor will simulate the DPT, or the differential pressure transmitter. And besides, this will also give us the monitoring of the water level in the vertical boiler's drum. And guys, this is also to show that even though the Arduino cannot process currents, but we have an option to install at 250 ohms in series with our current source, so that we could have a voltage drop, and this voltage drop will be interpreted by the microcontroller. And again, about the servo motor or the IP transducer valve, this is responsible for maintaining the water at below high level alarm or above the low level alarm. This will fully open at negative 10 or less, and will be fully closed at positive 10 or more. And for whatever reason, if the water is keep filling or not filling at all, we have this alarm, the LED, and the audio output that will give us signals that the alarm is active. We also have this LCD where we can find what kind of alarm it is, and we can acknowledge and reset the alarms through these buttons. I guess we are ready to test this circuit, but before anything else, I would like to remove this wire from the buzzer because I don't like the noise if the alarm is active. But we can open the serial monitor to give us the status of the buzzer, if it is on or off. It gives us zeros and 1. And now let us switch on the simulator. As you can see, the LCD is loading the initial setup, and the serial monitor is giving us zeros coming from the buzzer, which means it is off, while the other numbers are from this sensor in the form of bytes interpreted by the Arduino. And because it is programmed to become a water level in centimeters, it is processed and converted into negative 5.28 centimeters. And we can change the value of the water level by turning the knob of the current source sensor. And please take note how the IP transducer valve responds to the changing values of the sensor, and also take notice of how the voltage and the current changes. So let us turn this clockwise to simulate the decreasing values of the water level, and as you can see that the servo valve or the servo motor is already fully closed, fully open, if the value is equal to or less than negative 10. And to simulate the increasing values, let us turn the knob in a clockwise direction, and also you can see that the valve is already fully closed if the water level is equal to or greater than 10. So that's how the IP transducer maintains the water. And please take note, guys, that the height of the boiler's drum is 400 centimeters, so you don't need to worry the negative values because you can derive this through the 2-point slope form. Let us activate the high level alarm. Just turn the knob all the way to 120 or above. Here, as you can see, the LED is blinking, the LCD is displaying high, and the value is above 120 centimeter. And the serial monitor is giving us ones to indicate that the buzzer is on. And to stop the buzzer, let us press the acknowledge button, and then it will turn to zeros. And still our LED is blinking and the display is high. And to stop the blinking, let us press the reset button. And because the alarm is still active, the LED is still steady on. And if the water goes back to normal, the display is cleared, and so as the LED is off. Let us see how the alarm system works if we don't press the reset button. So let us try to activate the high level alarm. Turn the knob clockwise until it reaches above 120. There you can see the alarm indicators are all active, and if we press the acknowledge button, the buzzer stops, and what remains are the LED blinking and the LCD indicator. So if the sensor went back and forth into normal and abnormal, the alarm won't reset because we do not press the reset button. And right now the water level is normal. If we press the reset button, everything will be cleared. Now let us test the low level alarm. Just turn the knob anti-clockwise all the way to negative 120 or less. There, the alarm indicators are active, and pressing the acknowledge button will stop the buzzer. And even if the water level goes back to normal, the LED and the LCD indicators remains. And also if it goes back again to alarm level, the buzzer won't go on. Until we press the reset button, the system will go back to a normal cycle. As you can see, guys, this design is applicable for the unmanned system. Like this, sometimes we accidentally press the acknowledge button, but it will never affect the system. The alarm still goes active, the buzzer, the LED, and the LCD indicators. And guys, I hope you get something out of this design, and because it has a wide application in an industrial alarm and control system. And now let me show you the code. You may learn, copy, and develop it into a wider scale alarm and control system. And also, I hope you won't forget to subscribe and like my channel. Have a nice day to everybody.
It starts with one thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away, it's so unreal. Didn't look out below, watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard. this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property, remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried